I'm an SCP Hunter, real estate broker and financial expert. Today we're going to be talking about the stimulus money and where it's at. It is the subject we're going to cover is not something I enjoy to talk about, but it's something that I cover and something that I have to deal with in my everyday operations because it's part of what is called financial infidelity. What happens is a lot of couples have a hard time communicating their finances. In the way they spend their money or the way they save their money or their plans. There's a lot of secrets. And so now, because it happens too many times, this is why I'm covering, having this video. Many people are wondering if the government is not um, effective in delivering the money to them. But it happens to be that a lot of people, there's usually one partner who is the one in charge of filing the taxes. And usually that one partner, they use their main social and they use their main account, or they are the ones who set up the account. So if they own the government, they could pay it from that account, or if they have money coming back, it goes into that account. That person in return communicates to the other spouse what is the situation with the taxes. Are they paying? Are they receiving money? And so if the other person is trusting on that person, they will go rely on it and not double check too much the information. And so what happens now is a lot of people have received the money and they don't want to share it with their significant other. They just don't want to share the money. So they're playing, I don't know. I don't know where the money's at. But good news is that the government is sending mail letter letting the household know, when the person, the filers in the household, the husband and wife or significant other or whatever situation you have going, but the main characters of the home, let them know that you'll be receiving money from the government, or that was sent out and was in for stimulus. Now there's also a number that you could call and see where's my money, and it will tell you what account was used. At least I'll give you the last 4 digits of the account that was used and when it was deposited. So that way you could narrow down your search. So it's not necessarily that the government is ineffective, not delivering, because by now a lot of people should have received their stimulus check. Um, just double check because it's not uncommon. Honestly, a lot of people know their spouses and they know this behavior is very not unnatural, but it's just easier to blame the government than to see that you are with a person who don't want to share. Now, if the person feels that they carry all the expenses, well, that's not a conversation you have to have with them. If they feel that they don't have to share money with you because you don't work or because they pay for everything, that is fine as long as you agree to it. But that is a stimulus money. It has nothing to do with if you work or not work. It only has to do with that money the government is giving it to you for you to buy your personal needs, and it's an emergency for you to have some funds. So if you are having this problem, put the link on the bottom where you could check to see if the money was delivered and what account was used, and look out in the mail for this letter. That way you have something to, well, not to confront, but to make your point, to prove if the money had been sent out. And so if you cannot produce those 2 things, well, then we can accuse nobody, right? Until we have proof. But those are legitimate ways of proving income that have come in. So in this time more than ever, and unfortunately there will be a lot of divorces coming out from this recession, because when the tough gets tough, people get running. And if it was not a good relationship, financially, that is, like there was already financial pressure in the relationship, just one drop of water and boom, it's over. So people change when there's no money. People, it's survival modes, and that's just what it is. So you know who you're with. Um, like I said, it's not a subject that I like to talk about because it's not pretty, but it's the facts, it's the reality of life. When it comes to money, people don't speak the same language. People lie to each other about their spending habits or their lack of them, or too much, too little, not enough. All those things have to align in order to have a good relationship financially with your significant other. But so in this case, not necessarily the government that's inefficient. I think that they're doing the best they can, and that's all we can hope for. But I think that you should see who you're with and make an assessment and evaluate the person you're with if they're doing this to you. I hope this has helped you. I hope it's not you. If it's not you and you know someone who could benefit from the video, share it with them.